Okay, I'm still in Lothering, and there's only one thing I wanted to hear right before leaving. I'd run past this guard without actually having the conversation with him that I think I needed to.
I'm just here to keep watch.
Oh, you know what? My bad. He wasn't the guard.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Blessed are the cheesemakers? Where was that son of a bitch?
It's good to see you again, Sister Leliana.
Thank you, Sir Merrin.
Who's in charge of this chantry?
The revered mother runs the chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
Gotta find the Sir Bryant bro. There he is. That's gotta be him.
The Qunari, out of its cage. Indeed. I would question this, but I have far more pressing matters to deal with. Misstep, creature, and it will be your last.
A Qunari does not misstep.
And who are you, then?
Nobody of importance.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
I am a Grey Warden, actually.
I see. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
Certainly. Thank you.
If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
Okay, moving on. Hello, fellow.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach. I am Sir Donald, knight in the court of Arl Eamon in Redcliffe. Or I was, prior to his misfortune.
And what are you doing here in Lothering?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I was hoping to eat Earl Ermin. I was hoping to meet Earl Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
I'd prefer not to say.
Whatever the reason, the Arl won't be seeing anyone until he's recovered. You can travel to Redcliffe if you like. Perhaps he has recovered. Or perhaps his son might assist you. If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
I should go. Oh, wait, hold on. Your friend, Sir Henrik, is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Is there any reward, perhaps?
A reward? Oh, of course. I hope a sovereign is sufficient. Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, good sir. You have been most helpful.
Got me a gold coin! Okay, now I can leave. Okay, time to leave Lothering.
Bad dreams, huh?
Must have been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon? Is that dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Any other surprises I should know about?
Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, no. I'm all tapped out for surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Okay. Where we are right now is the camp. Now the camp is... I mean, wherever you are, the camp will be there. But there's no, like, specific location that is rendered in the environment. Like, no matter where we are on the map, this is what our camp is going to look like. It's going to be in the exact same location. In this camp, though, we will find a number of things, such as all of our characters.
Oh, why you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, I guess he shouldn't have.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me. I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Don't listen to Alistair, he's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables.
It's the thought that counts. He means well.
The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again.
Don't do it again. You're a war dog, not a nursemaid. What's this? What's all this racket?
I seek to understand the dog. We fight alongside each other, and I must discover the strength of his heart.
Carry on then.
true warrior and worthy of respect.
Trying to find your way through... trying to find your way through the earth, are we? It's going to take some time, you know. Well, good luck with that then. I'm gonna leave the dog alone.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I just thought you might need to talk.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about the other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for them when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
I've lost enough to know what you're going through.
Yes, I imagine you really have, haven't you? Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Anytime, Alistair. Okay, I got some approval out of Alistair. Let's try Liliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was it like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending? How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Okay, got some approval from Liliana too. She'll probably say something else. We're moving on.
Why are we stopping?
I think we need to talk for a moment.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Qunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
I've never seen Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
I wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... The elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you're in the army?
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, human.
And what do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
So the Qunari don't come from the islands?
We do now.
Where did you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Can you be more specific?
No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
True. Let's go.
As you wish.
Okay, he gave us nothing. Over in this direction, Morgan is over here. She prefers to be quite distant from everybody else. Has her own fire and everything. Jeez, way to be antisocial, Morgan.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shapeshifter?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
It does sound like something you do. But it's just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone become a shapeshifter?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
By practitioners, you mean apostates, don't you?
Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
I got some approval from Morgan, too. So the only two that I couldn't get approval from were Sten and the dog only because he already loves you too much, and Sten because he's a stoic prick. Over here, we have...
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
You're free to stay. Just mind your business.
Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Enchantment! Okay. You can, by using these runes and lyrium, you can enchant items, meaning weapons and such, with enchantments. We cannot be doing that right now, because we have nothing to enchant.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
I'd like to see your wares, what's his name? Bodhan?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Let's see what he's got here. A very nice axe. One that I cannot use because I do not have level 31 strength and I can't afford it anyway. What a shame. Tier 4, that's a staff. I guess Morgan could use that. It's a nice staff. It's a tier 4 weapon. So, oh well, not picking any of these items up for now. Oh, nice. He's got some really cool stuff. I might want to consider picking some of this stuff up for Morgan's sake, because I do have some armor on her, but I had to use standard leather armor, and that kind of thing can really weigh her down. Doesn't have the strength rating for really good armor, and she requires all of the magic she can use, and that's restricted by having more and more armor on. This is for the dog. Alright, it's actually quite a bit better than what she has. The fatigue rating is unfortunately higher, but not by much. Armor is a little bit better, but it's an increase to the spirit damage. That's really what you'd buy it for. I can't really afford to be buying a lot of stuff right now, so I'm gonna give this a rest for now. And I believe that's everything. You can leave the camp anytime you want. You don't have to use a bed or whatever. I know why we're sleeping outside. There are tents. But whatever. And when you decide to leave, you just leave. And then you enter the world map, and then you can travel to where you're going, but that'll be in the next episode. So, thanks for watching.